James Franco is an American actor who earned notice on the series Freaks and Geeks before going on to starring roles in Spider-Man, Flyboys, Milk, 127 Hours, and The Disaster Artist. Although he's only been in the limelight for just over 15 years, the star can be seen working tirelessly on project after project, being able to claim over 145 acting credits, 39 director credits, and 25 writing credits over the years. Even though he is a self-proclaimed workhorse, in just about every aspect of his life, there is something about him that is super relatable. Here are 10 things you might not know about James Franco. He used to work at McDonald's. While some stars are born into acting, others work their way up in before they were famous roles. One of James's first jobs was working in McDonald's. The star even told the Washington Post that those golden arches were there for him when no one else was. Interestingly, James has been a vegetarian for a year before he got the job at McDonald's, but soon relented and started eating the cheeseburgers. Just 3 months after starting at McDonald's, Franco ironically landed a Super Bowl commercial for Pizza Hut and never looked back. He was a shoplifter as a teen. When James was in junior high, he and a group of friends would shoplift high-end colognes and perfumes and resell them to his classmates to make some extra cash. He told People magazine, "In 8th grade, we started stealing cologne. We had like 30 bottles of cologne each in our lockers at school, and then we could sell cologne at the dances." Ironically, in 2008, Franco became the face of Gucci's cologne campaign. It's funny how the universe works in mysterious ways. What he'll do for a role. Franco likes to immerse himself into the characters he's playing and is willing to make personal sacrifices for the roles he takes on. To better embody the rebel without a cause James Dean in the 2001 TNT cable biopic, the young rising star took up smoking 2 packs of cigarettes each day to prepare. Not previously being a smoker, he butted out the habit shortly after. His commitment to the craft paid off when he earned a 2002 Golden Globe Award for Best Actor for his performance in The Pig. To get ready for his role as a drug addict in City by the Sea, he decided to live on the streets for several days. In preparing for his role for the 2006 film Flyboys, Franco took to the sky and earned his pilot's license, and he shadowed a male prostitute to help prepare for his role in Sunny. He is also trained in horseback riding and sword fighting to prepare for the film Tristan and Isolde, but unfortunately many of the scenes he worked so hard to prepare for were cut from the film. He's a soap opera star. In 2009, he became a part of the cast of the daytime soap General Hospital, with a recurring role that got audiences talking. He played Franco, a mysterious multimedia artist, much like the real James Franco, who joined the residents of the fictional city of Port Charles. The character Franco became entangled in their lives for a character arc that spanned 3 years and 54 episodes, before concluding in 2012. His real-life mother, Betsy Franco, played the artist's mother on the show as well. He wanted to be Spider-Man. Franco originally wanted to play Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, in Sam Raimi's film, and had even gone through extensive auditions for the part. However, the role eventually went to Tobey Maguire in the end. Franco has admitted to being disappointed that he didn't get the gig, but that letdown was softened when Raimi offered the Freaks and Geeks star the role of Peter's best friend, Harry Osborn. He was originally cast in Inception. Both James Franco and Joseph Gordon-Levitt were stars on the rise when Christopher Nolan tackled his mind-bending Inception. Franco nabbed himself the second lead as Arthur, alongside an all-star cast that included the likes of Leonardo DiCaprio, Marion Cotillard, and Michael Caine. But Franco wasn't set to join them for long. He was forced to drop out over scheduling conflicts. His role in The Interview was a flop. There was so much controversy surrounding the premiere of The Interview with James Franco and Seth Rogen. It even went so far as to create more tension in international relations between the United States and North Korea. The 2014 movie is about their characters undertaking a mission to assassinate the North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un. Sony Pictures was then hacked and unable to release the film in theaters. There was much speculation that the North Korean government was behind it. Consequently, it was released on Netflix rather than premiering in actual movie theaters. Unfortunately, the movie was a disappointment and didn't get high ratings despite all the controversy it caused. This was not one of James Franco's best performing roles. He may not be the best on-screen kisser. Although James Franco made his film debut with a role in the Drew Barrymore film Never Been Kissed, the actor admittedly may not be the type of on-screen kisser that other actors rave about. While he was part of a Newsweek panel about acting, during the topic of kissing scenes, Franco mentioned that he had previously made a home sex tape and learned his lessons on what looks good for the camera isn't necessarily what feels the best. The actor said, "I remember when I was 19 doing that, and then watching it back and thinking, oh, that looks horrible." So you have to have a lot of respect for those actors in pornography, because they are really not just doing it, they're really selling it. It's the same thing with a kiss. It's not just the kiss that feels best, it's an image. Something different is happening if it's a good kiss. He is an avid fan of the Twilight series. James Franco has confessed to being a die-hard fan of the Twilight series and reading Stephenie Meyer's books. He even disclosed to Twilight fans that he is Team Edward. He told Esquire magazine, "It's crazy how much tension there is. It just builds and builds. I mean, it never stops. It's sort of explosive by the end. Crazy. Like they'll blow up with it." And of course, they don't. Which is the point too, I guess. He has a weird obsession with Ryan Gosling. There is something that James Franco has in common with many other people. He's got a big crush bordering on weird obsession with Hollywood heartthrob and hunk Ryan Gosling. In 2013, he wrote a piece for the Huffington Post that was both a review of Gosling's movie The Place Beyond the Pines and a somewhat creepy ode to the young star entitled Burning for Gosling. But that's not all. In the article, James writes, "But what I want to talk about is the first section, the Gosling section. I want to make love to this section. We still haven't seen his face, but we know it's the gauze. The hair, the head, the strut." Franco routinely peppers his Instagram account with Ryan Gosling-related content. In fact, he even made a meme of Ryan Gosling wishing him a happy birthday as a personal birthday present to himself.